Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. Today I will be explaining you the regulator rectifier of Himalayan BS6. This regulator rectifier is made by Varroc Engineering and this is the part number 587356 and it has 7 leads and I will explain you in detail what exactly these 7 leads purpose is. You can see I have taken off the connection from this Himalayan BS6 Gravel Grey Edition 2020. This is called shunt regulator rectifier. Why it is called shunt regulator and how it is advantageous over the series regulator, I will explain in detail in the next video. In Himalayan BS6, the regulator rectifier will be located at this location behind the engine. You can observe this. So just for the purpose to show the location, I have placed it here, and the connections which will be taken out from these leads, I will show where exactly it is connected. This is a 3-phase AC output coming from the alternator. One is of the pickup coil, but anyhow this pickup coil output from alternator will not go to rectifier. So all we need is a 3-phase AC and the output we are connecting it to the DC. These both are DC terminals. This is where one of the DC negative terminal will go. So it's a DC ground pin. I'll try to make a separate video on the tear down in detail about the power output and amplitude of this 3-phase AC. That will be another video to study the power specification of the alternator and also the power specification of our regulator rectifier, if I can get one, so that we can understand how exactly the electronic functioning. In this regulator rectifier there are 7 leads or wires. Out of this we can see 3 yellow wires, and this belongs to 3-phase AC input which is coming from the alternator. And the best part of this connector is this slider lock mechanism, which will ensure the connections are locked when we secure it. And this is the DC output pin, and both the leads are shorted. These both provide 14.4 to 14.8 volts. And the pin which is connected here, this is the DC ground. So these two are in combination for DC, and the final one, this is the AC ground, and this 3-phase AC, and this will be the AC ground, and this will go to the chassis of the bike. Now I am connecting the positive of the multimeter to the ground, DC ground, and negative to the DC output. This shows that there is a reverse bias, so which is a voltage regulator circuit. I am wrapping up all the connector ends with electrical tape to avoid dust, humidity and rain, so that it doesn't cause any corrosion and lead to high resistance. So to do that, usually the technique is to wrap this up continuously, but that is not the actual way to do, because over time this glue will loosen and will become sticky, and this will come off. To avoid that, what to do, I'll tell you one of the most important technique in wrapping. Take the electrical tape. The answer to this is polyacrylate glue or Fevikwik. Just apply a drop of it. This will ensure it will forever stay on the wires. So it is like you are combining the strength of the glue and elasticity of the electrical tape. After wrapping up all the connectors, it's now time to connect back to the bike, and this is the alternator output. and I'll be connecting it back. And in this mechanism, make sure that the notch which you are seeing it here is aligned, so it will go inside, and after that it will slide down the ramp. So this is the DC output. This is the male type and the female type. And the next is the DC ground. I have connected all the cables back and they are secured, and one pin left is of this AC ground. This AC ground will go back here to the main heat sink, and this is the AC ground, and this will connect back to the chassis. The battery voltage is currently at 12.3 volts. Let's turn on the ignition. You can see the battery is now charging up, and the regulator rectifier is supplying the voltage above 14 volts. Yeah, that's all about the regulator and rectifier. Thanks for watching the channel.